Hey fans, Radical Rundown today was talking about entry angle versus impact angle. We use those combinations a lot. If you look at all our videos, Throwbot videos, we talk about the entry angle versus the impact angle. And to me, those are the most important things because it tells you whether your ball is continuing through the pins properly. Splitting the 8-9 or, going through the pocket and continuing through to the 8-pin. If the ball's not continuing, there's a lot more chance of leaving a flat 10 or a flat 7. So let's talk about what the definition is. The entry angle is measured from 51 feet to 55 feet. And that's usually the break point. That's a ball goes skid, hook, roll. The impact angle is measured at 57 feet to 59.5 feet. And that is the part where the ball is basically entering the pocket. When the impact angle is greater than the entry angle, that means the ball is still continuing through the pins. So if you can imagine a ball going in one direction, it's transitional towards the pins, and then it has spin on it, which makes it rotational. If the two meet and the rotational and the transitional are equal, that ball has rolled out. It's gone forward. So in a case where your impact angle is greater than your entry angle, the ball still has rotational energy. It's still rotating, greater than transitional. And that ball will continue through the pins. And those are good indications as to what pin you're going to leave. I can predict it. If you told me my ball, the impact angle is less than my entry angle, I'm going to say 10 pin. Most times it's going to be a 10 pin or a 6 pin coming out of the channel to tap the 10. It's not going to be a high flush strike. So you want to look for balls that give you an impact angle that is greater than your entry angle. We publish all of that information. If you watch our videos, you'll see it constantly in the video. And we even talk about which players have an advantage or a disadvantage when it comes to some balls that we are showing in the video and how they're drilled. So we always look for impact angle versus entry angle. So let's talk about a couple of scenarios, at least one or two scenarios. And one is your entry angle. What's too low, what's too high? The sweet spot, and we do a lot of research on that with our Throwbot videos, is around a 4-degree entry angle. And if that's 4-degree entry angle, we think the rule of thumb, for us and when we design balls as a measuring stick, is to have an impact angle 1.5 times greater. So, 4 becomes 6 on the impact angle. And that means the ball has the right amount of energy, is going through with the right shape. When you see them get too far apart, you end up with a slow, more rounded ball motion down lane. That's because it's not seeing it in the right spot, and then it's recovering too late. And that's why you start seeing bigger gaps. So you have to look for, and especially if you look at our videos, your entry angle should be around 4 degrees or so, and then 1.5 times that for an impact angle would probably make an ideal scenario to strike a lot. So on a tougher pattern that you might see on a sport shot, you want to see a more gradual transition from the break point through the pins, and that's where you want the entry angle and the impact angle to be closer to each other. So there's no real drastic move down lane, there's no ricochet off the spot, and again, it's controlling the ball motion and controlling the entry angle so that it's not too great. If you get way in and start throwing it to the dry and trying to hook it back, you're creating a bigger angle, and that's when you probably get yourself into a lot of trouble, especially on tougher patterns. And that's our Radical Rundown for today. Comments below, and we'll see you guys soon.